Welcome to My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. Today we are featuring the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. Hi everyone, welcome into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm Barbara Marville Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a great show planned and I can't wait. One of my favorite return special VIP guests happens to be along with Paul Friedlander from the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. None other than Chocolates by Michelle. Welcome back.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's so good to see you. And of course, Paul always brings a great lineup of guests. But when it comes to chocolate and a great, absolutely fabulous story, you have it.
Okay. My name is Michelle Polisi, and I own Chocolates by Michelle. 35 years ago, I quit smoking, and I saved $2 every day that I didn't smoke. And then a friend of mine came to me and asked, can we go into business? It was going to be chocolates, gifts, and flowers, all three girls under one roof. We went to SBA, asked SBA, how do you start a business? And SBA said we needed $10,000 to start and another $10,000 to stay in business. And I was so excited. I said, where do I sign the check? They said, no, it don't work like that. Chances are no bank in Florida would finance a chocolate store because it would melt. So my girlfriend said, my girlfriend said to me, Michelle, it only takes $2,500 to turn a key in the door. And my husband was a retired fireman from New York, and we were on a fixed income, and I didn't have any money. So she goes, well, what about your cigarette money? And I said, that's my money. She says, look, dummy, if you borrow $20,000 from the bank and you go bust, you owe the bank $20,000. But if you go ahead and use your cigarette money, you would have smoked it anyway. So we went out and found cheap rent, bad location. I opened my first store. And 2 weeks later, somebody came in and asked me why I was crying. I said, because the guy at SBA was right. I needed money in the bank to stay in business. And I had spent it all on my construction. And they said to me, well, what about advertisement? And I was so green, naive, I didn't even know what that was. And they explained it to me, and I said, does it cost money? They said, yeah. And I said, well, if I have no money for rent, I have no money for advertisement. And then they said, well, sometimes if you know a reporter, that's called free advertisement. So I was so excited because I knew Jan Glidewell from the St. Pete Times, and I called him and I said, hey, would you do a story on me? And we talked for a while, and he wound up doing a story on me. I happened to have that. And guess what? People started coming in my store. I went home and I told my husband I wanted to go on the Johnny Carson show and I wanted a major magazine do a story on me. He told me I was spending too much time in the chocolate shop. It was melting my brain. And who called? But 2 days later, John Rayback from Murphy in the Morning called and asked if I wanted to be on his TV show. I said, it's not Johnny Carson, but I'll take it. And that's how I started.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah. That is such an amazing story. You took a negative and turned it into something so positive. And this was how many years ago?
I'm in business over 32 years.
Over 32 years. Yep. God bless you. And you're doing a whole lot in the community, but I want you to sort of give us an idea on what makes your chocolate so different.
Well, besides the chocolate that we're doing, and we make in the novelty chocolates and some of the other items that we do, the truffles and the cherries and the different things for different holidays, we also do pretzels, potato chips, Oreos, all dipped in chocolate, which now I am starting to wholesale. So if you're a company or you want chocolate in your business or your restaurant or your store, I am doing that. Plus, what the fun part is, we do chocolate classes.
Yes.
I had just come from a class that I did this morning in Tampa, and this is some of the items that we made. It's chocolate-covered potato chips, pretzels, Oreos, fudge, peanut butter cups, and then this was a fun thing. I saved it to show you. This is a lemon leaf that I went ahead and put chocolate on it, and look at this. It looks like a real leaf.
You got the imprint.
Yep, of chocolate.
How fun is
you know,
that?
pretzels and different things.
Look at
And
that.
what we do is couples night out, girls night out, kids' birthday parties, and if you own a company and you want to reward your employees, we do team building, where you can either come to me in my store, and I do have 2 locations. I don't know if you know, but I opened a store in Tampa on Northdale Maybury.
Congratulations.
And so I have 2 locations now, and you can come to my store or I can come to yours. And if you want to bring some libation, you're allowed to do that. And, you know, cheese and crackers, and have a lot of fun with making chocolate, because it's a hands-on class.
That is exciting. In fact, I'm talking about doing something right here at Tampa Bay Multimedia Center, because we now have the whole building. We have a huge conference room and a big meeting room as well. Now, I want you to go ahead and let everybody know what you charge about to do a class, because it's so affordably priced, and you provide all the ingredients and everything.
Everything. I come out, I bring everything, and it's all portioned out. And all I need is a TV.
We have the TV.
We have a TV.
I need a refrigerator and a microwave, and tables, of course, to do the chocolate on. And when you leave with a box of chocolate like that. And I guarantee it's between 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. It starts at $25 up to $50, depending on which class you want. And another thing that I do, which is very interesting, is Pretzel Friday. Pretzel Friday is a lot of fun, because let's say if you're a big camp group and you want to do something for either the Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts or your camp, then what you can do is do this here, Pretzel Friday, where you're going to dip maybe 4 items, and then you could either take it home and share it or go ahead and eat it right then and there, which is fun. And that usually runs about $5.
That is exciting. So you're really making it affordable for the community.
Very, yes.
Just think about what a fun ladies' night, a company getting together and doing a really fun day, afternoon, or whatever, a special event. And even what about fundraisers? I mean, think about fundraisers too, right?
And, I'm sorry, the Red Hatters love our
I
class.
can imagine.
They love the class, because it's something different.
Yep.
It's something different. And you can actually go home. What I teach you, you can go home and do this. You
See,
can go
it's
home
not
and do
complicated.
No. No.
So that's fabulous. You don't have to have any prior experience in making chocolate. And you know what I really love about your chocolates is the sky's the limit. We have infinite possibilities, if you will, all kinds of different custom chocolates by Michelle, and that's another reason why I think you're so very popular. And let's take a look at some of the things that you have. Mother's Day is coming up. It's perfect.
You know, so we have these different items. This is one of the favorites. This is a devil day.
I adore that.
That's a devil day.
Way too cool.
If you're into golf, we do some golf things. And then these are some of the items that if you wanted in your store or restaurant, we have pretzels, and this is s'mores, Rocky Road, white trash.
Oh.
I didn't name it. It came with my other store, but white trash is one of the most popular.
What's in that?
That is a whole combination of stuff.
Really?
This one is cinnamon caramel popcorn.
Oh, I've had that.
Yep. And then Twinkies.
Oh my goodness.
And we have potato chip Oreos. So it's a lot of...
There's a Twinkie inside there?
There's a Twinkie inside there.
Chocolate
So it's a lot of fun. I'll come up and set up your store or your restaurant, and you can sell it. And this is another one that is very popular, is our trays. They ship well. They make nice gifts, not only for birthday, anniversary, Mother's Day, funerals. People don't want to send flowers. Send chocolates. Send chocolates, which is a lot of fun.
And what would something like that tray be?
$49.99.
And how much is in that? Like a...
Oh, it's a lot.
I can tell.
It's a lot, you know.
Yeah, it's weighty.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot.
And for that kind of price, you don't get chocolates
And
by
then we
Michelle
have
elsewhere.
truffles, you know, different truffles.
That's my favorite.
And then pretzels. Paul's my Vanna.
I know.
And then, you know, you want gators. We have between the two stores, we have 18,000 molds. 18,000 molds. So we do custom work. A lot of stuff is custom made, you know, with a logo or coins. We do printed ribbon right on the spot. So graduations, we have a few USF graduations this weekend, and we're doing printed ribbon for them. Our seashells, we do beautiful seashells, beautiful seashells.
Everything you do is so unique and very, very artistic, but we only have 5 minutes left, believe it or not, so I want you to go ahead and talk about all the different community events that you're involved
Well,
with.
this is a desk drop. A desk drop is if you have a large company and you want to reward your employees with something, we can go ahead and, like I said, whether it's a pretzel or potato chip or the sweet and salty or a box of chocolate, we can make up tags, we can print the boxes, we can do any kind of thing depending on what your budget is. And then when your employees come in for the day, they'll have chocolate on their stations. The team building, I told you a little bit about team building. It's a lot of fun. It's where your employees, and they can be both man and woman, it doesn't make any difference. Sometimes I had one guy that says, I hate chocolate. By the time he left, he had the most chocolate. He had the most chocolate than anybody. We do children's, this is a couples one, where, you know, couples, husbands and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends can come out, you know, and do a class, which is a lot of fun. The birthday parties, the kids' birthday parties are a lot of fun, where, you know, they don't have to go roller skating or do something like that. They tell me it's the most fun. The kids absolutely love the party. They think they have the best party. And again, they're walking away with chocolate, plus they're learning how to do it. I could just see them on, Gordon Ramsay one day and say, I started at Chocolates by Michelle. Girls' Night Out is another one, you know, whether it's a mom's club or the Red Hatters or anybody like that in the community that wants to do something different. You know, one of the things, I bought a second store, and I say, keep me out of the nursing home.
Oh, God, love you.
Support me so that I can continue with these two stores. And in the summertime, you know, business it's not a holiday and it's a little down. So we have the time to go out in the community and do these fun things.
That's so
you know,
amazing.
The rec centers or the community centers, if they want something for their group that's different, we can provide that.
You have it all.
Michelle, let me ask you a question. As far as the kids' birthday parties, do them on-site, off-site, or both?
We could do either way. If they come to my store, which is a lot of fun, you know, what kid doesn't want to be in a chocolate store?
Yeah.
And then again, we can either custom make it where if they have a theme to it, or just come in and make the different chocolates. And it's hands-on. So they get to make peanut butter cups, Nutella, marshmallow cups, fudge, dipping all the different dippables between the strawberries, the grapes, the bananas, the apples, Rice Krispies.
By the time the sugar kicks in, they're back home.
Well,
There you go.
secret. My secret is I do not allow anyone to have the chocolate there, because at the end of the day, everyone starts out with the same amount. But there's always one that has more chocolate. So they get me the bragging rights, the chocolate bragging rights award. So they can't eat it because then they would lose.
Oh,
and then
what
they
a
can
great
take
idea.
all that sugar home too, share with their families, their mothers, their fathers, their sisters and brothers, and have fun with it.
That's exciting.
You know.
I could say, I swear the last time I had you on, it was for
An hour.
lot longer.
I know.
And I could have you on now the whole hour, and we'll plan something down the road road. My mind's clicking, but it's time for us to take a break already.
Aw.
I want to let everybody know your shop right now, your chocolate shop, is up in Newport Richey, right?
Little and Ridge Road,
Yes.
near Hobby Lobby.
And the HSN outlet store,
yes,
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Home Shopping
So
is
you're
in
right
my
there.
shopping center. And then the one in Tampa is on North Dale Mabry and Carrollwood, and that is where Burger 21 is. There's
Okay.
Carrollwood Florist and Just Grillin'. Just Grillin's having a big thing on Saturday.
Awesome.
So,
awesome. Thank you,
yeah.
my dear.
Thank
You're
you.
a delight. We're going to have
Thank
you back.
All right.
Stick around. We have more to come with West Pasco Chamber of Commerce.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation. Visit Pasco County, Florida.
Join us for the 8th Annual Car Shows for Charity Breast Cancer Car Show on May 7th with proceeds to benefit USF Breast Health. Cars will be displayed along historic Tarpon Avenue in downtown Tarpon Springs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration from 8 to 10 a.m. Over 50 trophies, great vendors, music, and giveaways all day. Pre-registration is $20. Day of show, $25. Spectators are always free. Space is limited, so register soon. Help us drive away breast cancer. For more information, visit cs4c.com.
Berman presents the first annual Jeeping for Justice at the Concourse, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 6th, 7th, and 8th. Come out for the Jeep Show and Shine, obstacle course, trail rides, night rides, family fun, and kids area, all benefiting the Pasco County Sheriff's K-9 Unit, Safety Town, Racing for Vets, 2 domestic violence shelters, and many more. For more information, go to jeepingforjustice.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us. We are raising the awareness in downtown Newport Richey, right here at Tampa Bay Multimedia Center, and we feature our shows Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And today, we are featuring our VIP guest list with Paul Friedlander, Chip Wickmanowski, and the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. Our next guest, it's exciting to have with us. I can't wait to ask you some of these questions.
Okay.
We happen to have Rich Modglin. Did I get it right that
That's
time?
right. That's
All
right.
righty.
Yep.
From Modglin Associates, enrollmyself.com. That really piques my interest. So what is enrollmyself.com all about?
Enroll Myself is an online insurance superstore. So basically, consumers can click onto our website, view quotes and plans from multiple companies with all lines of insurance, do their research online, get their quotes online, and in most cases, enroll right there on the spot for their insurance with no hassle and no sales pressure.
So what made you come up with this concept?
Well, you know, I've been in the insurance business for more than 30 years, mostly health insurance. And the biggest problem that I always had was clients being declined because of health conditions. And that was the nature of insurance until Obamacare or the ACA. So when Obamacare became available, I thought, wow, we could do a click and buy. And that would be so awesome for our clients and consumers, so much easier. So basically, we set about almost 2 years ago now to build this website. We got a contract with CMS and the Federal Marketplace. We're one of about 60 in the United States that has this particular contract. And then I've got in-house programmers and coders, and we used other programmers from across the United States and in India and Bosnia, a few other places to build this website. And it took us about 10 months to get it done, but we've got an amazing health insurance website, and then we've expanded it from there.
So insurance customers are ready to buy online. I mean, this is...
More and more people are, you know, old guys like me and maybe Paul are a little more reluctant, but millennials are all over this all
That's
the
all
time.
they
And
know.
even people our age are coming around to this concept because, you know, you buy almost everything online now. Travel, all kinds of services. My wife buys clothes and shoes. I even saw a segment on 60 Minutes a couple of weeks ago that said people are buying houses and cars online without ever seeing the dealership or seeing the house at all.
That's amazing.
So, you know, it's a changing world.
Wow, it is a changing world. Well, with some of the little challenges that we've had with our Obamacare and enrollments and things like that, let's see, how do I ask this question? How does that compare? How easy is it to go ahead and go online and apply for your insurance, and how long does it take?
Well, you know, when healthcare.gov was first introduced, it was a disaster. And it got such
I didn't want to say it.
Well, it was. I mean, the website had so many flaws, and when it became available, it had to be shut down for a while and then restarted.
Right.
And I don't know whether it's because of government or whatever, but it didn't work very well. So we set about trying to simplify this, make it easier for consumers, take away a lot of the red tape, and we were able to do this. Legally, by the way, because we got a contract with the federal government to do this, but we cut down on 2/3 of the questions they ask.
2/3?
2/3. Most of them were
Holy
redundant,
smokes.
and they'd ask them over and over again in different ways. So basically, it went from a 45-minute to an hour process initially down to we can do it in many cases in 2 minutes. Once people go onto the website, click on the plan that they want, and click on enroll, in 2 minutes they can be completed with the whole process.
Get out of town. That's crazy good. I love it.
Yeah.
So how are the consumers responding to all this?
Well, we were, we're a startup, so we just started November 1st,
Right.
but we did over 3,000 enrollments during open enrollment from November through January.
So I would think that's pretty good, yeah?
We think it's
As
pretty
a
good.
startup?
As a startup, because nobody knows us, nobody ever heard of us.
Right.
I did try to, advertise a lot, and I spent a lot of money on advertising. I was full-page ads in the Tampa Tribune, the Tampa Bay Times, on a Sunday, the opening day, $10,000. I spent 3 months on Bay News 9 and Right House Networks, which cost a lot of money
Sure.
to advertise there. So, and Google, we spent a lot of money on Google, and we're not profitable yet with this segment of the business,
Right.
but this is normal.
But it sounds like you're pretty darn excited about it.
We are very excited, and now since open enrollment for Obamacare is over, we then expanded out to the full insurance store. So now you can go on the website and shop for your Medicare plans, and virtually every company that sells Medicare in Florida and across the United States you can find on our website. And the same thing, you can do the research. We have instructional and other videos on there to show people how to use it and how to complete their enrollments. So it's working very well.
So that I was just about to ask you on that. So if a consumer needs advice, are they able to speak to someone?
Yeah, we have an 800 number, obviously.
Okay.
We have a chat feature, so they can go on and do the chat, or else they can call my office, and we have 5 full-time licensed insurance agents in the office, plus customer service individuals who help our clients if they need it.
Now, this hasn't stopped you from putting your guys and gals out on the street either, though, has it?
No, we continue to try to do our retail business
Right.
as well. I'm trying to defocus that a little bit, but
Right.
still we've got to pay the bills, right? And while
Right.
we're getting this going, so
Sure.
And here's
sure.
what's happened now. He's talking about the money he spent on Bright House, all the money spent with the ads and everything, but it's really exciting for me because I met Rich when I first got involved with the Chamber, so we've known each other for quite a few years.
I was just going to ask that.
And he got so busy internally with everything that he sort of went, for lack of a better way to put it, he sort of went dark for a while. He knew he was in the community, but just didn't see him around. He had a couple of his agents coming out and things like that. But with this enrollmyself.com, if there's nothing good that came out of it, he's gone back to a grassroots effort after spending all those dollars.
In the basement.
And he's now coming to all our networking brochure exchanges, and he's letting people know by word of mouth what's going on. And hopefully it's been positive for you.
Absolutely. I've been a member of the Chamber for almost 12 years now, and I find that as long as I attend the meetings and go there and see the people, it works. I've been through periods, Paul, where I haven't done that, and found, it's not working for me, but it's pretty obvious.
Right. You have to be engaged and attend and see what happens. And look at here on My Chamber TV, gives you exposure as well.
Absolutely.
Raises the awareness. What an excellent way to enroll yourself, going to enrollmyself.com. How much easier can it get than that? In 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, now that's on the health insurance platform. On some of the other plans like Medicare or life insurance or travel insurance, pet insurance, what else? We're about to introduce homeowners and auto onto the website. So virtually everything else, many of those plans, we take some basic information and then someone from my office calls to finish up the process.
Personalize it.
The consumer can still do their own research, can still quote themselves and find the plan that fits their needs best, and then we help them finish that process.
That is so great. Well, I tell you, I could talk about this all day long, but it looks like our segment is about up. But this is very enlightening, isn't it? This is a great way to enroll yourself. And Rich Modglin, it's great having Modglin. See, I knew I'd mess it up. Anyway, thanks. But I want to talk more to you about this. So after the show or at some point in time, we'll sit on a one-on-one. I think this is really great. We're going to have you back. Another great guest, as always, Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
Thank you, Paul.
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barbara.
Good luck.
Okay,
Good
thank
luck.
you.
I'm going to tell everybody about this.
All right,
How
great.
about you? We'll be right back after these messages.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Join us for the 8th Annual Car Shows for Charity Breast Cancer Car Show on May 7th with proceeds to benefit USF Breast Health. Cars will be displayed along historic Tarpon Avenue in downtown Tarpon Springs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration from 8 to 10 a.m. Over 50 trophies, great vendors, music, and giveaways all day. Pre-registration is $20. Day of show, $25. Spectators are always free. Space is limited, so register soon. Help us drive away breast cancer. For more information, visit cs4c.com.
Berman presents the first annual Jeeping for Justice at the Concourse, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 6th, 7th, and 8th. Come out for the Jeep Show and Shine, obstacle course, trail rides, night rides, family fun, and kids area, all benefiting the Pasco County Sheriff's K-9 Unit, Safety Town, Racing for Vets, 2 domestic violence shelters, and many more. For more information, go to jeepingforjustice.com.
So I can put that down.
There you
Hi,
go.
everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. Isn't this an exciting show today featuring West Pasco Chamber of Commerce? I want to thank Chip and Paul for bringing us such a great lineup of guests, interesting guests that you wouldn't otherwise know is in our hometown right here in the Pasco County area. So I would like to go ahead and interview and introduce my very next guest, who happens to be Donna Caritas. Did I get it right that time?
Yes, you did, Barbara.
good, girl.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
It's such a pleasure to have you. You have a nonprofit organization, Carry Living Enterprise, Inc.
Correct.
You provide support and advocacy for people's legal and non-legal rights, specializing in immigration, citizenship, visas, naturalization, and other services, while educating and uniting people in our community and all over the world. Tell me all about this. You're just one person. How do you handle all this?
Well, not by myself, of course. I started on this journey back in 2009. My brother, we came to the United States when we were underage, 13.
Oh.
And so we acquired citizenship to our parents.
Okay.
And basically, the government in Delaware, state of Delaware, said that he cannot acquire citizenship because he's not his biological father. It was his, his adopted father or so forth, or he needed to be adopted. So anyway, that being said, what happens is, immigration is a complicated situation.
Yes.
So laws change as the years pass. When we came to the States in 1976, we acquired the old law. But when we acquired attorneys to assist us in this case back in 2009 and so forth, they keep using the old law. So that keep creating a problem. Because, of course, if you use the wrong law, you're going to get the wrong outcome, of course.
Something doesn't equate there.
Right. But, all right, let's do it this way, Barbara. Imagine you married a foreigner, okay?
Yes.
And he has children, okay?
Okay.
And so you bring them to the States, okay?
Yes.
Now the government say to you, or let me rephrase that, the state of Delaware, because they're the one who took on the case, say to you that because you married this foreigner, that doesn't make that child, his children, your children.
I
so
see.
because of that, they cannot qualify citizenship. Keep it in mind, you married this gentleman, you took on his kids, and so forth. Who are they to tell you that? Because now you're deceased. You're not Barbara, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
You're deceased. So now they're telling the children that you have acquired and so forth that they cannot acquire the citizenship through you. So because of that, we're going to send you back to Jamaica. Keep in mind, you've been here since all your life.
Right.
What do you do then?
Right.
Okay. So with that being said, that set me on my journey. So I went back to school. I acquired my associates in paralegal. I'm now completing my bachelor's in criminal justice, so I can continue my advocacy. If I want to practice law in court, then I will have to complete my law degree, which will be another additional 3.5 years, which that's my journey.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Now, in the process of helping my brother's situation, I came across the same problem as well as my husband, because we all came here at a young age.
Yes.
And that's the problem. So would you imagine, they locked my husband up on myself, detained us, said they was going to deport us out of this country. Keep in mind, when we all come to the United States, we have an A file. An A file is what tells who your parents are, all of your information. So the government has this, but yet still they want us to prove it, that we are citizens. Yes, they want us to prove it even though they have that file. So
how do you do that?
Now that's where the tricky part comes in. For example, for Jamaicans example, anyone who entered the United States anywhere prior to 1981 can no longer go to Jamaica and obtain a copy of their paperwork because the passport office burned down in 1981. Okay, and I went down to Jamaica, obtained documents from the newspapers offices down there to show proof that we couldn't obtain the files that they were asking us to prove his citizenship. Okay, so with that being said, we still continue our journey, keep fighting it.
Wow.
We hire attorneys, and let me say this. We come across to whereas we have attorneys out there, there's still some left out there who's not all about the money, who's willing to help people. And so with Carol Living Enterprise, we cannot help everybody. What we do is we provide support, help you how to fill out your forms, guide you to the website, tell you to stay on top of your case. Now, there's some situations where requiring attorneys. So we have, Carol Living Enterprise have attorneys that we will send our clients or refer the clients to these attorneys, because we know these attorneys are trying to help them,
yes,
not just taking money and then tell you something later. Because what we come to realize, we get with an attorney, we give them the case, we give them the outline, everything, and they say, okay, you got a case. We need $5,000. So we send them $5,000. Within a couple of days, all of a sudden we can't hear from the attorney, or all of a sudden there's an element missing, and we have all the documents though, and that's so. With that being said, I've come to realize it's not just happening to Jamaicans, it's happening to all foreigners. So my passion is to try to unite everyone. So, for example, I know what it feels like. I came here as a child. My parents brought me here with the objective to give me a better life. Here I come. So I want to do that for someone else.
You're wanting to give back.
Right, I want to give back because I know what it's like to lock me up and say I'm not a citizen when I've been a citizen since 1976 and I have the document to prove it. And you're going to tell me, and here's what's happening, Barbara. People are losing their jobs. They're losing their families. And there's a lot of foreigners who have been deported who are actually citizens. But because they didn't have the documents to prove it. And I'm not telling you this from anybody else. I'm telling you this from experience with my case, for example. Yes. They would not listen, believe anything I tell them, even though they had the file. I brought copies, and they wouldn't accept the copies. It's when we threatened to sue the government. At that point in time, I got an interview to come into immigration down on Cyprus. And when I went down there, at that point in time, I asked them, well, I still don't have the documents you required. So what do we do now? He said, don't worry about it. It's in your file. Put your hand up and swear, or you're a United States citizen. And that's what I did. And I have the certificate stated the date that they gave it to me, February 6, 2006. And it stated I've been a citizen of the United States since 1976.
After all that
yes.
nonsense that you went through,
yes.
And they wouldn't, well, God bless you. You've got the tenacity that, God love you for doing what you're doing. I think that's fabulous because you know what, when somebody has walked in your shoes and you can give back like this, you're making a difference. And you're and by having this nonprofit set up the way it is, you're the go-to person to help people that are lost, that are citizens, and yet they can't prove it. And even though they have had the proof, I mean, this is wonderful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
This is wonderful.
I'm trying to do my best, and you know, my family oriented, you know, is helping people. As I was telling Paul earlier, you know, I saw the poster on the wall, and I said, you know, he was looking at my website, Bunny Wailer. You know, the last living legend of Bob Marley and the Wailers. He's on tour right now. He's going to be in Fort Lauderdale. For all of you guys out there, go and check it out. It's going to be at the Culture Room, Friday night, 8 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
And he's a relative, I believe.
Yeah, he's my brother.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Oh, wow.
No kidding.
Needless to say, John was very excited when he learned that.
Oh my goodness, that is exciting. Well, you've had a very interesting life, to say the very least.
Yes, pretty much. And then I married my husband, who is also in the entertainment business, Skank It On Radio. We basically promote artists, play their music and so forth. We have interviews, and you know, we try to get them out, you know, information out there, because there's a lot of regular artists local that's trying to come up and coming.
Sure.
And, you know, so we try to help them and, you know, so forth. It's funny, I was talking to Michelle, and this level was saying the same thing. Interview, you know, or chocolates. I haven't tried them yet, but they look delicious. And I'm going to have one.
I think you're going to walk off with some, absolutely. Well, this is fabulous, and we're going to have your husband on at some point in time as well.
Yes, that is correct.
But you're basically doing with the radio show what we're doing here with My Chamber TV.
Correct.
How long have you been a member then?
Well, honestly, the Chamber of Commerce, we just became a member a couple of weeks ago.
So you're a newbie.
Yes, we've been out of the country. We've been in Guantanamo Bay for a while, and then, you know, we was in the Virgin Islands. So we're back home now, grounded, and so we're trying to get everything, you know, incorporated. You know, we got a lot of people who's assisting us with the nonprofit. You know, it's not just me. I can't do it all by myself.
Sure.
So I do have other outside sources that's helping to make this possible, to help each and every single one. And we don't just specialize in immigration. I'm saying, Barbara, if you move to this Pasco County or any county, for example, and you don't know the resources, because I know what it's like to move, we're here. You can call us. We will help you find the resources, who you need to call, who you need to talk to, you know, get to turn your lights on, whatever it is. That's what we're here to help in whatever capacity that we can.
Well, it's certainly a good fit to be a member of the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that is a match of enthusiasm.
We throw her into live battle right away.
I know.
No breathing time. Get off the plane and boom to the TV studio.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, no time to waste. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
have you ever been to Guantanamo Bay?
No.
You know, Barbara, and it's funny, in the line of work that I'm doing with the advocacy, would you believe if I told you that people on the military base in Guantanamo Bay make $2.40 an hour? and doing the job that we are doing. Yes.
Wow.
I didn't believe it either until I was there. And it boggled me a little bit because it's a military base. And I'm assuming, you would assume that they will be entitled to some of the benefits of, being a, part of the U.S. But it's not. And they're working just as hard as we are.
Absolutely.
And, but a lot of it has to do with the countries who are contracting with Guantanamo Bay. Because if the Minister of Labor, for example, in Jamaica or any other country was to say, no, we want you to pay our workers a little bit more than this, then they would have to. But if you are willing to accept that, and let's be real, they're not getting $2.40.
Right.
They're getting probably $15 an hour, and you're giving these people $2.40, and they have to live, support their family for it.
Wow.
So that's...
Well, you've got your work cut out for you, girlfriend. You know what? I could sit and talk with you all day, and one day we just might do that.
Yes,
I find you very fascinating. You're doing a wonderful service for the community, and our segment is just too short, that 12 minutes.
Okay.
But I want to thank you. You're a delight. You're really doing some wonderful work. Thank you. Thanks, Paul, for bringing her on.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll have to have you back. And stick around. We have more to come right here on My Chamber TV.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
Join us for the 8th Annual Car Shows for Charity Breast Cancer Car Show on May 7th with proceeds to benefit USF Breast Health. Cars will be displayed along historic Tarpon Avenue in downtown Tarpon Springs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration from 8 to 10 a.m. Over 50 trophies, great vendors, music, and giveaways all day. Pre-registration is $20. Day of show, $25. Spectators are always free. Space is limited, so register soon. Help us drive away breast cancer. For more information, visit cs4c.com.
Berman presents the first annual Jeeping for Justice at the Concourse, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 6th, 7th, and 8th. Come out for the Jeep Show and Shine, obstacle course, trail rides, night rides, family fun and kids area, all benefiting the Pasco County Sheriff's K-9 Unit, Safety Town, Racing for Vets, 2 domestic violence shelters, and many more. For more information, go to jeepinforjustice.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. And before we get started, I just want to mention that you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or your YouTube channel at The My Chamber TV, because you'll be able to watch the shows there pretty quick, within 24 to 48 hours, so right after the show. It's exciting. Coming up next, we have another very interesting guest who has a very interesting story, which I'm sure our segment is not going to be long enough, but it's a perfect segue from our last guest, and it really gives me honor and great pleasure to introduce Mr. Ming Mai from Venom Bar and Grill. Welcome, sir.
Hi.
It's so great to have you with us. Now, you have a great story yourself, exciting and unique background. You and your family were sponsored by a church,
Yes.
right, in North Carolina. 14 family members came over when you were 9 years old, right?
Yes.
And 5 suitcases and $200.
Yes, ma'am.
And so tell me the rest of the story.
Yeah, Dad and Mom was the hardest worker that you ever met. And they raise us right. They tell us, you gotta go out there and you know, you wanna be successful, you gotta work hard for it. And that's what we do. And the stories is we came here with not a whole lot. And we came from Vietnam, both people. And on the trips, we lost quite a number of people on that trip. But we made it through, and we always feel lucky one that make it through, go to sea, 3 days, 5 nights. And,
Wow.
And quite a bit number of people that lost on that trips, including a few family member.
Wow,
And,
so you made it. It's clear that you're very grateful to this day.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So I mean, you came here. This is amazing. $200, 5 suitcases, and 14 family members. How did you make $200 stretch?
When we got to the United States, they flew us into New York, and they couldn't find a house for house the whole 14 family member. And church up in North Carolina, and they make a few phone calls, and they finally got a hold of the church up in North Carolina, and church folk up there and say, hey, we got a place that can house 14 people. And then 2 weeks later, we went from New York, flying in North Carolina, and we were there for about 3.5 years. And then Dad decided it's too cold for Grandma, so he decided we got to find a place that's warm. So we visited Florida once, and Dad said that's a place where we're gonna live, because Grandma can't take the cold weather. So we went down here and started our business, and life began here in Florida.
Wow, that is
Isn't that
such
awesome?
a heartwarming story, really. So it was your mom, your dad, your grandma?
Mom,
Yeah?
Dad, Grandma, my uncle, my cousin, and then 9 brothers and sisters.
Wow, and is everybody still here?
Everybody's still here. Dad's always make goals. All the kids went to college and finished college.
All the kids went to college and finished
finished, yeah.
college.
All the kids, that's
Told
goal.
you this was going to be an awesome story, girl.
So that's Dad's goal, is to make sure all the kids finish college. So he did. He should make sure every kid, no matter how hard we got to do work or whatever it is, we had to have finished school. So that's what we did. Dad said, you got to finish school. So that's what we did.
You talk about family values. That's some really solid family values.
Yeah.
And Min, Dad's how old now?
Dad is 78 years old.
And Mom is?
Mom is 74.
And Dad retired how long ago? For how long?
Dad retired for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. And
Yep.
Mom and Dad work how much?
My dad works 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and still to the day.
To this day. You talk about family values.
I mean, I really don't know what to say other than God bless you. You know, this story should be told everywhere because I think we can all learn from it.
And what are all the kids doing now? You talk about yourself first. You've got Venom Bar and Grill.
We had two. We started our business 2006. This is going to be our 10-year anniversary coming up.
Awesome.
And we started we started with little bit of money and a lot of hard work and me and the wifey just truck and a trailer. We hitting all the shows and all the events and everything else. We pass out business card. We invite folks to our shop and, hey, come on by. We'll take care of you. Whatever we have to do to make it work for you, we will. And that's where we started. We started from then, and then just business started growing. And people start trusting us and bring come in buying stuff and allow us to fix their bike and then that's where we begin. And then Dad had an empty building on the restaurant, and instead of me renewing a new lease with another company, we decided we're gonna take Dad's restaurant over and convert it into to what we're gonna do, and then lo and behold, it worked for us really well.
And you have a second restaurant.
And we have a second restaurant, Prime Time Bar and Grill, and then
Which one is it?
Prime Time Bar and Grill.
Okay, Prime Time.
Yep, and up in I think in Hudson area.
Also known as Venom 2.
Yes, and when we created Venom 2 there, and everything worked really well. Now since we moved in, helping Dad business, we grow over 35% of the food business wise.
I love it. I love hearing this story. This is so fabulous. I'm going to have to check you out. Come over there and eat and drink and be merry.
The food is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yes.
I can only imagine. What kind of food do you offer?
Well, in Venom 1, we're just doing like steaks and hamburgers and stuff like that. But at Venom 2, we have a full menu. We got Italian, American, Vietnamese, and Chinese food all on one menu. Oh,
Vietnam, because I love Vietnamese food.
Yes.
Love it.
So you can't go in there and say, well, I really don't like this. Well, it's got everything. So.
Oh, yeah, you have a little bit of everything. Yeah. That's wonderful.
And then we're excited about your custom shops with your motorcycles, and I know that you have since gone out and bought some other companies that were struggling and brought them into the fold in your restaurants. But and I know this is not a long segment, and like Barb said, we could sit here forever and talk to you because you've got such a great story. But brothers and sisters, you guys have some catering businesses. Sister has a shop.
Yeah, we have a catering business. We do minimum, maximum up to 500 people in a wedding, or anything people want to do. So we cater to that.
Any type of food.
Any type of food.
Oh, nice.
So we give you the menu. You decided you don't want that menu. You wanted something that we accommodate you. So we make it work for you. You got a wedding party. We come and set it up, do everything. All you got to do is show up, enjoy yourself, and go home.
How exciting! This is a true all-American story. This is a true all-American story. I think we need to do a fist bump. Fist bump, I'll tell you. Congratulations. I love this. We're going to have you come back. I am definitely going to come to the Venom Bar and Grill. I'm going to come to both of them.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll come over there and do some.
I will bring her over.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
do a little film clip over there.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll go up. I haven't been to Venom 2 yet. We'll go sneak up there and try some Vietnamese food.
Yeah, let's do that.
Mom make that awesome.
Oh,
awesome
your mom's cooking over there?
Mom cooked the Vietnamese food.
I'm definitely coming there.
Yeah.
I want to meet your mom. How old did you say she was?
She's 74.
God bless her. And she's still cooking.
16 hours a day she's working.
16 hours. And that's why she's still young. She's out there making a difference.
She's always keep herself busy, and she's a bigger part of who we are. So
she's the glue.
The glue.
Sounds like she's the glue.
And another secret about this guy that side's getting ready to wind down, but from 10 o'clock at night till 8 o'clock in the morning, he's a high-level tech for AT&T.
When do you sleep?
Sleep for the bird.
Sleeps for the birds. Well, on that note, I cannot top that, man. That's a good one.
Yes.
So, yes, you do keep busy.
Yes.
You appreciate life, I can tell, and
Yes,
so does your
yes, yeah.
family. God bless you. I just love this story.
And a wonderful, wonderful supporter of our community.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that.
Wonderful supporter.
And you've been a member how long with the Chamber?
This is going to be our third year.
I believe so, yes.
Third
Third
year.
year with the Chamber.
How fun is that? Well, and clearly, I mean, your story is wonderful. And how's the Chamber helped you?
Oh, this guy right here. Awesome. Yeah.
Well, and that being said, it looks like it's time for us to say our goodbyes for just this segment, but I have a feeling we're going to have you back again.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me here.
Yes, it's our
Thank you.
pleasure. Good story.
Thank you very much.
This is a great story. I love you. You know, for My Chamber TV, this is what it's all about. It's about family, community, and this is truly a hometown feel and definitely a hometown story. Thanks for joining us. Stick around. We have one more special segment with the president of the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Chip Wickmanowski, and Paul Friedlander is going to hang around with us as well. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
Join us for the 8th Annual Car Shows for Charity Breast Cancer Car Show on May 7th with proceeds to benefit USF Breast Health. Cars will be displayed along historic Tarpon Avenue in downtown Tarpon Springs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration from 8 to 10 a.m. Over 50 trophies, great vendors, music, and giveaways all day. Pre-registration is $20. Day of show, $25. Spectators are always free. Space is limited, so register soon. Help us drive away breast cancer. For more information, visit cs4c.com.
Berman presents the first annual Jeeping for Justice at the Concourse, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 6th, 7th, and 8th. Come out for the Jeep Show and Shine, obstacle course, trail rides, night rides, family fun, and kids area, all benefiting the Pasco County Sheriff's K-9 Unit, Safety Town, Racing for Vets, 2 domestic violence shelters, and many more. For more information, go to jeepinforjustice.com.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. Thanks so much for joining us. We have a 5th segment and only with the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce, because we like to bring out Chip Wickmanowski, our president, along with Paul Friedlander. So I will turn it over to, hello.
Hello, area is secure.
President's in the house.
President's in the house. It's a beautiful thing.
How are you again?
I am absolutely wonderful.
Another month has gone by already.
Oh my goodness, another month. We're busier than a one-legged man in a field goal kicking contest.
There you go.
And I know you wanted to come out and talk about all the successes in this last month.
It has been an amazing first quarter at the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. Just some great things going on. We continue to grow in membership thanks to Paul and the team's efforts back at the office. I'm going to say their names first so that we don't forget them at the end.
Okay.
Our office manager, Michelle, who gets to go on vacation next week. I mean, she deserves it so much. God bless her. She's going to have a great vacation. Michelle Anderson, our office manager. Kim Liberty, who is our front office coordinator, and our events coordinator, Liz Meismer. We just want to say thank you to them. You guys do a great job. Whoops,
big
wrong
thank
camera
you.
right there. I got to look at that camera.
Yep, straight ahead.
It's like been a month since I've been here. I already forgot.
I know, see?
Okay.
But
we've been doing some great things.
Yes, we have.
We had our legislative breakfast a little over a week ago. We had Senator Jacqueline Valla that joined us that morning, along with State Representative Amanda Murphy. Representative Danny Burgess was there, but there was a family emergency and he had to leave. But they gave us an update on what happened in the session and what their goals are for the future. And the reason why Senator Valla was there is because if elected, he will be our local state senator. The districts have changed a little bit. Senator Simpson, who has done just an outstanding job for all of West Pasco, is going to be up on 52 and out in that area. And Senator Valla will be from, I think, 52 down through the Clearwater. So, but we're excited about that. We had our business card bingo a couple of weeks ago. Our ambassadors raised a little over $3,000 in one night. The beauty of that event was the expenses were almost negligible. And we want to thank the Elks Club for supporting that and all of our sponsors. We had several people that were game sponsors, and we had our free spot sponsor, and so it was a great evening and just a lot of fun. We had right around 90 to 100 people that came and played bingo. I don't think people understood that was real bingo taking place.
Yeah.
But it was a great evening. We had a lot of fun. Some serious bingo people there that didn't realize that it wasn't going to be serious bingo. I can't believe these people are talking while he's calling the number.
And drinking.
But it was great. It was so much fun.
First time event.
We want to thank the ambassadors for putting that event on. It truly was a great event. We also, coming up, the part of Chasko, we had our golf tournament, we had our YPG bowling. I mean, it's just been unbelievable, an unbelievable quarter. Now, moving forward, we have the annual banquet coming up. The annual banquet will be held June 17th. It will be held at the Spartan Manor. And it is going to be our annual banquet and awards ceremony. We've had probably over 35 companies that were nominated for our different awards that we give out each year for our businesses. It's going to be a great evening. June 17th, we're hoping to see you there, Barbara Marville Kelly.
Oh, I just might be there.
You just might be there. I just might. And Cameron Hand, maybe. I think you're going to be there because we're planning on a special evening. You know, it's our I don't want to give away the
give it away. Let's hear. What are we giving away?
Well, our theme right now is Passport to Profits. Okay? And so just think we give out awards and give out the fact that Passport to Profits means world travel and globe. So just figure from there. I'm not going to say the kinds of awards we're going to give out, but it could resemble some other kind of an award ceremony type of thing.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, it sounds very
and
interesting.
Just like you wouldn't wear green on this with this background, okay? I would not wear that red dress that evening because you might just disappear.
What else is coming?
Well, it's obviously the new year is coming, but along with the awards banquet that evening, we also have the installation of our new board. and
Okay.
it's. I mean, there's some members that are continuing on for the second year of their term, but we do want to say and take time to say thank you to Victoria Barley. This will be the last night of her reign.
It
so
just
to
seemed
speak.
like she just started.
Yeah, it's been
Right?
such a quick year, but she as chairman of the board, that's her last evening, and she
Okay.
turns the reins over to Tina Shelton.
Oh,
Victoria
very
becomes the
nice.
immediate past chair, and then of course we have all our other officers and all the members on the board of directors. So
Double blessed because Tina Shelton's not only going to be the chairman of the board, but she is also Queen Chastity.
I know
Queen Jessica.
that. I know that.
It's amazing. And
I love her.
Speaking of dignitaries, we aren't at. We don't have the ability right now, because we do that also June 17th. We'll be announcing who the new honorary governor of West Pasco is.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, we've had 3 outstanding candidates.
Phenomenal.
Ken
Absolutely.
and Mark and Sean all did an amazing
We got
job.
them all on, too, haven't we? Yes.
And they have done some outstanding fundraisers. We really had great camaraderie between them. A couple of years ago when Paul ran against Tina Farrell, they had boxing gloves on out in our front yard, you know. And last year you had Gil, I mean, not Gil.
You had Steve with,
Steve from
Doug Saxon.
Doug
I'm
Saxon,
sorry.
there you go. We'll get it out.
Yeah.
All right, from McWilliams and Sons.
McWilliams and Sons.
And
so-
Steve Farrell, and of course the governor's mansion, as the Farrells call their house, because both Tina and then
past honorary
Steve.
governors.
But this year the governor's mansion is moving as of June 17th. But it's just an unbelievable time, and we have already started planning for next year. I have been in the throes of finding and getting back some of our key sponsors for Bike Fest, which is October 7, 8, and 9.
That is
in
exciting.
The most biker-friendly town in America, Newport Richey,
That's
Florida.
right. That's right. Right in the heart.
Right in the heart. And I can't, last year, thankfully for the city and letting us go ahead and have Bike Fest, even with the park and renovation. We are so excited this year with the job they did in the park.
Didn't they do an amazing job, really?
I drive by there every single day, and
I know.
and the grass is so beautiful. And,
Exactly.
And we took my grandbaby there the other day to play on the in the water splash pad and play on the slides and stuff. And it's just a great atmosphere.
It is.
and
It's right
brings-
behind us.
There
this
was
whole park.
It's a
right
9-iron
behind
from
us.
here.
Yeah, and there was an event there the other night called Spring in the Park, and it was perfect. We had
Was that a Rotary event, Paul?
We had craft beers out there. There was food out there, but it sat down in a small part by the water, and it was just so cool.
Yeah.
There must have been almost 300 people there,
No kidding.
and it's just. And we couldn't have done that before with the park. I mean,
Right,
like
right.
Chip said, to Parks and Elaine Smith and Parks and Recs and the city of Newport Richey and the council. What a beautiful.
There has been some
Yes.
visionary work going on, which
yes.
leads me. How much time we got?
How much time do we have? A couple minutes? 2 minutes? 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. Well, you know what I'm about to tell you. You're going to hear third.
I'm going to hear it for the. I'm going to be the third person to hear it. Wow, that's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
in our circles, because everything has to be approved through the
Okay.
security and everything else.
Yeah.
But the one of the things the chamber does, Barbara, is it gets actively involved in trying to make our businesses better and creating a community where our businesses can grow and prosper. And we've been involved in US 19. It seems like it's been going on forever and ever and ever with the barrels and the construction and adding the turning lane and the medians. And we've got the road maintenance organization, which is gearing up. And there's all sorts of positive things happening. The county is trying to rebrand our whole area here as the harbors because, we don't have a lot of beaches. You got one at Anclote, you got one at Hudson.
Sure.
You got the man-made lake or whatever the mine lake is at Sunwest. But you don't have a lot of beaches, but you do have a lot of water activities that can happen.
Sure.
And so the harbors is what we're trying to rebrand this area as.
Oh, I like that.
The chamber decided that what we would like to do is give our citizens an opportunity to rebrand US 19.
Okay.
Okay, US 19 has a fairly negative connotation to it. I'm not going near 19, okay? Well, we want them to rebrand it. And so, like when you go some places, it'll be Memorial Highway or whatever. So we held a contest. We asked for people to nominate or submit names that they thought it should be. And we received over 450 entries for that.
No kidding.
We then narrowed that down to 9, okay?
Yeah.
And from that 9, we received over 1,300 people going to our website to vote on the name. And the name of the new US 19, even though it's
Wait a
not
minute, can we have a drum roll?
even though it's not officially changing. Obviously, we don't have that ability, but
Yes.
it's the branding name that once the county approves it,
Right?
the municipalities approve it, and then it goes to the state for approval. It's going to be known as the Gulf Coast Highway.
Oh, I like it. That's nice.
Just from Holiday to Arapika, it'll be known as the Gulf Coast Highway. When you get up into Hernando County, it becomes the Nature Coast Highway.
Oh, how nice.
That's
I like
another
it.
name for 19 up there. So, yeah, we want to go to the Gulf Coast Highway.
Very nice. Nice.
And it ties in with Gulfview Square Mall.
Yep.
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 It just ties in with what we're trying to get people to understand, that the Gulf is we're right on the coast of the Gulf.
That's true. I think it's excellent.
And we had 9 people that submitted that name, and the first person to submit that name was, Paul, Captain Wendy from Windjammer Cruises.
Yeah.
Yes.
Windsong.
You know,
Windsong
you guys are
Cruise.
such movers and shakers up here. You just make everything happen everywhere with everything. You do. It's just amazing. Now we're renaming US 19 to give it something. I think that's fabulous.
Yeah. They wanted it the BMK Highway, but it just wasn't.
that didn't work.
We
huh?
tried, Barb.
We had several people that had that name, but it just didn't pass
It just
muster.
didn't pass the. I understand. I understand.
We
Well, you
really
know what?
tried.
It's time for us to say goodbyes
No!
already. It is already.
Already. Amazing. Another monthly show.
Yes.
Yeah,
is
but
done.
you'll be
There
back.
were some great guests today.
Oh,
great
I'll tell you,
stories.
great stories.
And Paul does a great job finding these people to come in and talk.
Really, they are amazing.
We have a wonderful
But
membership.
we do have to say thank you to Tampa Bay Multimedia.
Yes, please.
Tampa Bay Multimedia is
Look
amazing.
at us up on our web, but also on my weekly news thing. We've got it right there. People can click right on it to be able to watch. And maybe I should subscribe to YouTube or something like that.
Yes. It's called the My Chamber TV YouTube.
My Chamber TV YouTube.
My Chamber.
The Florida State University.
There you go. So thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and thank you for joining us. Hopefully we have enlightened your day with some great
Smile
All-American stories, and we'll see you on your second monthly show on a Tuesday. The third Tuesday.
That's how things are happening here.
They've
West
actually taken
Pasco.
on
We have to have a second show.
I know. Who knows? There may be a third coming sometime. You never know.
Never
You guys
know.
keep moving and shaking around here. You're liable to own the show. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Barbara.
And thank you. We'll see you next time.